Dear students, I hope all of you remain healthy at your home and expect, I certainly deserve that you will follow Corona protocol and remain healthy for a long time. Today in our online classes, we have to get discussed over land use pattern in India. So here we find that India has a vast area. India is considered as the 7th largest country of the world. That's why it becomes very essential for us to understand the land use pattern of our country. So basic points are here. Among them, the very first is land use depends on physical features, soil, climate and human need, as well as capabilities and technologies advancement. Next, total land area of India is 3.28 million square kilometers. You have to remember it. Along with it, data for only 93% of the area is available. Rest of the area is not quite easy to record on the paper due to their relief. Along with it, India is a country having maximum percentage of land under cultivation in the world. So these are the important points to which you have to remember while studying this chapter. Next term, that is net sown area. In land use pattern, the most important and valuable land which we trace out is net sown area. This is the area cultivated at least once a year. In India, net sown area is 141 million hectares. That is 54% of entire available land in our country. Along with it, growth in this area or this particular land area or sector seen in India since 1960. From 1960, this area continuously increased. So you could not understand, you can say you could not consider it that this area get increased in such a way that all the land get converted into net sown area. No, it's not quite well. Certainly the growth is very, or what you call slowly growth could be seen in this field. Second is considered as grass sown area. Grass sown area is that area which is actually used for agriculture. Certainly you find that some of the lands has been cultivated 3 times a year, as you find in West Bengal, Assam, Odisha. People grow up 3 paddy crops in a year. So in this case, we calculate entire area 3 times. So when we calculated entire these things, then we find that gross sown area. So in India, the gross sown area is 195 million hectare, which is 74% of entire recorded land. And certainly in this particular sector, growth could be observed from 1960. Next, that is fallow land. In ordinary talk, we called it Parati Jamin. That has been not in agricultural use. So here it includes land which has been plowed and tilled but left unseeded during growing season due to inadequate irrigation facilities. मतलब सामान्य तौर पर ये प्लेन ज़मीन होती है जहाँ पर हम एग्रीकल्चर कर सकते हैं, बट इरिगेशन फैसिलिटीज़ के अवेलेबल न होने के वजह से वहाँ पर इरिगेशन नहीं हो पाता है। इवन आपके अपने डिस्ट्रिक्ट महाराजगंज में आज के डेट में जो ज़्यादातर ज़मीनें एग्रीकल्चरल हैं, उसको अगर आप पेपर में देखेंगे तो पाएंगे इंटायर दिस एरिया हैज बीन रिकॉर्डेड एज फॉलो लैंड। इंडिया में इट कंसिस्ट 10% ऑफ द रिपोर्टेड एरिया, जितना हमें नोन है उसका 10%। इसमें भी लगातार ग्रोथ देखने को मिल रहा है। नेक्स्ट, दैट इज लैंड अंडर पैस्चर्स। Pastures are those areas that have been used by cattle to feed themselves. In India, we find that largest number of livestock in the world found in India. So, for survival of these livestock, that is cattle, that is buffaloes or cows or goats or sheep or camels, entire these things. So, it consists 4% of the total reported area. Certainly, in this particular sect, we find that from 1960, continuously decreasement observed. Next, that is forest land. Forest land is very important for a country as it provides fuel, fodder and food to the people living around the forest. So, in India, it constitutes 22% of the total reported area. That is quite less than the permitted standard for forest, which is 33%. So, certainly it is essential for us to plant more and more trees so that this 22% get converted into 33% and all the people live in prosperity. Next, due to the effort of various environments like Sundar Lal Bahuguna and Anil Joshi, various persons are there. Due to the effort of this person, we find that since 1960, growth in this particular area could be seen. Next, that is cultivable wasteland. This is the wasteland that has remained idle, like marshy land or any other type of land that has been eroded due to human activities. So, due to entire these things, this area remain uncultivated for more than 5 agricultural years. Certainly, you studied in the previous classes about झूमिंग और शिफ्टिंग कल्टीवेशन. सो ये जो एरिया है जहाँ शिफ्टिंग कल्टीवेशन प्रैक्टिस किया जाता है, वो भी इसी कैटेगरी में आता है. ओके, इसमें डिक्रीजमेंट देखा गया है 1960 से. नेक्स्ट है लैंड नॉट अवेलेबल फॉर कल्टीवेशन. वो एरिया जो कल्चरेबल तो है, हर तरह से जो है गुड है, बेहतर है, बट हम उस पर एग्रीकल्चर नहीं कर सकते हैं. सामान्य तौर पर एरिया अंडर इंडस्ट्री इसमें आता है, जहां पर इंडस्ट्रीज खड़ी कर दी गई हैं, फैक्ट्रियां खड़ी कर दी गई हैं, मकान खड़ा कर दिए गए हैं, ये सारे एरिया इसमें आते हैं. इट कंस्टिट्यूट 14% ऑफ द टोटल रिपोर्टेड एरिया which is known to us. Certainly, we find growth in this area since 1960. Certainly, in your book there is 2 pie chart. You have to just compare the pie charts to understand it very clearly. Along with it, cultivated more than once. वो एरिया जो साल में एक बार से ज़्यादा कल्टिवेटेड होता है, जैसा कि मैंने आपको बिगनिंग में ही बताया, नेट सोन एरिया एंड ग्रॉस सोन एरिया. तो जब हम ग्रॉस सोन एरिया में से नेट सोन एरिया को सब्ट्रैक्ट कर देते हैं, तो जो भी एरिया आता है वही एरिया है कल्टिवेटेड मोर देन वंस. Here you find students, you get confused that the percentage that has been told to you by me is quite high than 100, and entire these things happen only due to the what you call combination, or you can say it is not quite easy to trace out a particular segment from other. That's why such type of problem could be seen. So, in this area it consists 16% of the total reported area, and certainly we find growth in this area since 1960 due to improvement of irrigation facilities, along with it new mean, method and technology which adopted by Indian people. Due to it, this area started to increase. So, this topic get completed. Dear students, you have to study this chapter properly from your book, and if you get any type of confusion in this chapter, you could comment in this video. God bless you.